Hey, greetings! Welcome back to Sean's Irish Whiskey Shelf, coming at you from the heart of the United States out here in the Midwest. And before we get started this evening, we always have a little bit of housekeeping to do. So if you like these videos as much as I like producing them, hey, take a second, go down there in the corner, click on the thumbs up. It takes you just a second or two, and it means a lot to me, and it certainly keeps the YouTube algorithms happy also. And if you want to know when I release new videos, I try to get them out once a week. You can go down there in the other corner and you can click on the subscribe button. And after that, if you want to get notified, you can click on the bell and you'll never miss one of my new videos if you happen to do that. Also, I have a favorite online vendor. They've taken great care of me in the past, and I know they'll take great care of you. You can go right down there, htfw.com. That is Hard to Find Whiskey. They have excellent customer service. They've got a great selection, fast shipping, good prices. So, man, you can't go wrong with them. They're, if there's something that you're looking for here in the States and you can't find it, check out Hard to Find Whiskey. Chances are they might actually have it. And they've got some stuff there that hasn't been around for a while, like, well, what we're going to talk about tonight. This dram right here. This is Writer's Tears Cask Strength from 2021. Now, I'm guessing that none of you out there are going to be able to walk into your local liquor shop and find a bottle of Cask Strength 2021 from Writer's Tears. But you can find it on Hard to Find Whiskey. That's where I found it. Hard to find, right? So, picked up a bottle because we've talked about Writer's Tears in the past and how that's kind of, to me anyway, it's an understated whiskey. You don't see a lot of people, or at least I don't run into a lot of people, that talk about Writer's Tears. And I think that is a fine dram right there. That whiskey is superb in my book. Okay, you're not going to get a whiskey that would be like, a Middleton Very Rare or a Gold Spot or something like that. Of course not. But for something that's just a nice blend at a reasonable price, that's it. Writer's Tears is really just an enjoyable whiskey. And I tend to overlook it sometimes. I'll go out and I'll get my Bushmills, or I'll get my Tullamore Dew, or maybe I just want to, really save a little money for something else. I'll pick up some Two Gingers and forget that Writer's Tears is sitting right there on the shelf. Shame on me, because Walsh Whiskey puts out some great whiskey here in Writer's Tears. So, Writer's Tears Cask Strength 2021. As near as I can tell, this is pretty much the same stuff that you're going to get here. You're just going to get it at cask strength. So you're looking at pot and malt whiskey, same as what you typically find in Writer's Tears, although this is copper pot, so I don't think there's any malt in this one. Let me see here real quick. Oh no, it is there. Single pot still and single malt. I thought it was. Just wanted to make sure because the label says copper pot, but it is single pot still, single malt. This is also, it says pot and malt. Where this bottle of whiskey that you can find on your shelf every day is 80 proof. Yep, 80 proof. Got that. Figured it was. What I have in my hands right here, this is 108.4. So this is going to have a little bit of kick to it. American oak casks, non-chill filtered, full-bodied, high-strength, limited to 4,500 bottles. So no, this is probably not on every shelf in every liquor store all around the world. It's probably gone unless you find it someplace like Hard to Find Whiskey. This is bottle 1335 out of 4,500. These were bourbon casks that it was matured in. So we're going to have enough chit chat about this. I'm going to set this down right here. We are going to reacquaint ourselves with regular writer's tears, and then we're going to give the cask strength a try. Before we do that, I'm going to do a quick look here. Really pretty close to the same coloring, same shade. The cask strength is just a little bit darker, but really not that much. I kind of checked these out when they were coming out of the bottle. The nose is almost exactly the same. The only difference is the nose on this one is a little bit stronger, which is to be expected. It's 108 proof. But for an uneducated nose like mine, I couldn't tell them apart. I know this one's stronger, but if you mixed them up, I probably wouldn't be able to tell. So they are exactly alike on the nose. So here we go. Writer's Tears, 80 proof. Run of the mill, find it probably in your local liquor store. If not, probably the one next to it. That is some good. That's a fine drop of whiskey right here in this glass. Yeah, I still fail to see why I forget about this when I go to the store. Maybe I'm just so tuned in, so programmed to look for Bushmills or Tullamore. I got nothing to say, because I really, really like Writer's Tears. That's just some fine, fine whiskey. All right, here we go. Writer's Tears, cask strength from 2021. And of course, you know that means I'm going to have to find 2022 and 23 and yada yada. It's not going to make my wife very happy, but it will at least add to the number of bottles on the shelves, right? All right, here we go. Cask strength. So, very close in taste. Very close. Obviously, this one's going to have a little more alcohol burn to it. Has to. It's got more alcohol in it. I mean, my goodness, we're talking 14.2% more alcohol. So you're going to get that alcohol burn. Is it objectionable? No. No, it's just telling me that it's a higher alcohol content. That's all it's telling me. What about the taste? I think the taste here is very, very close to the taste here, the profile, with the exception that this is bolder. This is going to bring out its flavors in spades. I mean, if you like the flavor profile in regular Writer's Tears, you're going to love the flavor profile in Writer's Tears cask strength. Because this cask strength, since it's coming straight out of the barrel and it's not cut with water in any way, it really gets to pull all those good flavors. And you get it unfiltered, unvarnished. It's wonderful. I can't say that the 108 proof is objectionable at all. I can't say that I would ever turn down a drop of Writer's Tears cask strength. This is fabulous. I really like it. I'm trying not to drink it all before I go out and have my cigar for the evening. But you know what? I like it so much that we're going to do one more sip of each one. All right. One more time. See, that's just so good. I really like that. And I know that there might be some of you out there that are going to disagree with me. And they're going to say, man, I can't believe you like Writer's Tears. That is some real swill. Everybody's palate's different, folks. That's what I tell you every single show. Your palate's different than mine. If you find that your palate is like mine, then we're going to get along just fine and you'll pretty much agree with what's going on here. All right, cask strength. very similar. Very, very similar, with the exception of the fact that the different flavors are simply stronger and more pronounced. But I find these two to be exactly equal. So, can't recommend them enough. If you happen to run across a bottle of Cask Strength, it's going to run you probably around $100. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depends on where you find it, depends on what vintage it is. If you like Writer's Tears, you got to pick this up. If you have the extra cash, pick it up, pour a couple drops, put it on your shelf, save it for a special occasion, or just when you feel like splurging on something. You will not go wrong. So, all right. So that is Writer's Tears Cask Strength from 2021. Absolutely adore it. Kind of stinks that it's a one and done. I've got so many back here that are one and done. My stepson was over this past weekend, and he was going along here, and he's like, well, can I try this? Can I try this? I was like, yeah, I can give you a little drop, but you're not going to drain me of any, because some of those we won't get back. And I still owe you the ability to try some of these against each other. So that's the only problem with some of these whiskeys that are limited. But hey, it's all in good fun. And I am so happy that I finally picked up a bottle of this, and I cannot wait to find the other years. So that is all I have for you this evening. I want you all to go out there and enjoy every single drop or pour of Irish whiskey that you happen to have, because any reason to do that is a good reason. But just remember to do it responsibly, so you can be here next week. And I can absolutely tell you what we're doing next week, now that we've done the Writer's Tears here. Okay, we've done the Jameson single pot still. One more to do from Hard to Find Whiskey. It's up there on the top shelf. Middleton Very Rare. Right there, 2024. Next video, we'll pop that open, and I guess we'll take it against 2023. You see what's happening here. As I get every year, if I do it against each one, before long, I'm going to have 10 bottles out here to sample. So that would be an interesting show, wouldn't it? So until we have a drop of whiskey together again, I want you all to be well and be safe. Okay? Sláinte. Bye now.